firing up the old PlayStation 2 to play this is more inconvenient since I play mostly PC games these days. They said Fubris River. An odd place to be. From the north, they said, so this side right here. Music box house. Okay, we haven't entered Eldritch yet, so. The hell's that noise? That monster. What is it? It had what looked like a forbidden verse stone in its mouth. My, let us pursue it at once. This is it. Uncountable are the stars that doth shake the surface of the shallow river. Surprised you were able to notice a small stone like that. Heaven smiles upon me because of my good deeds. That can't possibly be true. The letters on the scroll have vanished. A forbidden verse has been unsealed. This is Meteor Storm. What kind of phonic art is it? We'll see when I use it. It's a very powerful art. I can't wait to see it. What's annoying about it is in this game it knocks people down, which means that they don't take a lot of damage from it. Because you take like 50% reduced damage, or maybe even higher than that, like 90% or something. Ow, my eye. Got something in it.
Let's do this.
I'm not gonna fight this. Wasting my damn time. Stay away from me. So I definitely missed something. Belkind, I did that one. Kaitsura Naval Port, I did this one. Belkind, I did that one. Kaitsura Naval Port, I did that one. Castadonia, I did this one. Castadonia, little northern side of Malkuth. Forbidden Spells, Forbidden Verse, Kaitsura Naval Port. Belkind, I did Belkind. Ketterberg, I did that one. St. Dina, I did that one. So what am I missing here? I did the one in Castlevania. I did the one in Kites with Never Port. Belkin, go north, east of the river. Did that. Did that. Sheridan, I did that one. Come on, man. Don't you screw me out of this. I'll just have to go look another side quest instead of this one. Radiation Gate, I just did that one. It says that he's supposed to learn a Prism Sword, which is clearly not true. Castadonia, Ketterberg, Sheridan, Radiation Gate, Kaitsura Naval Port, Belkin Laboratory. I did do all that. I did. Well, the only one I'm missing, if I didn't do it, is Kaitsura Naval Port, but I'm, like, fairly certain that I did it. Oh, dear me. Enter from land and go there. If you say so. I hope there's not a bug that allows me to not learn them, because I'd be really annoyed at that. What's up? Master Luke, actually we found this rock. Well, I guess I didn't come here. This is a forbidden verse stone. Where did you find it? When we went to investigate the remains of the Exariuth collapse, it had fallen nearby. I see. The mountain path may have been the Dios Pass. Could we have that stone? Of course. It has ancient Hispanian inscribed on it, so we imagined it might be something valuable, and we were trying to figure out what to do with it. Here, Jade. Okay, so, well, I guess I was wrong. The dude should have credit. He was right. I just missed a step somewhere along the way. Right. And shines down with 7-colored light upon the mountain path. I'm glad the Forbidden Verse Stone didn't disappear into the sea of the Cliffoth. Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean... I know, sorry, I didn't mean to look like that. A new phone verse has appeared. I'm glad it didn't drown in the sea of mud like that child did in front of us. The seal's broken, huh? This is an interesting sounding phonic art. I'll try it as soon as I get a chance. We'll be looking forward to it. Jade has learned Prism Sword. We finally obtained all the forbidden verses, meaning we can expect even more from the Colonel's phonic what? But I also wonder if we'll be able to keep him under control if he keeps growing stronger. Indeed. Yeah, the Colonel's a menace to begin with. My, don't hide your feelings now. Well, anyway, we'll be expecting good things from you, so show us what you can do. Yeah. Well, there's that. Done and done with that one. Yeah. Absolute, Prism Sword, and Meteor Storm. But like I said, Meteor Storm sucks in this one because it knocks enemies down. And knocked down enemies take like 90% of his damage or some shit like that. So we're done with that. We gotta go to Belkin for the penultimate part of Contamination Effect. Where is it? Belkin. Did that. So we have to enter Eldritch for the next part, which is the final dungeon, so we'll be heading there shortly. Then it's a boss rush from there. Boss rush time very soon. What does it want me to do here? Belkin. Enter Phone Machine Lab 1 and find Spinoza. Talk to him for a scene. We come here a lot too. They've reused Phone Machine Lab 1 a lot. Replica Laboratory. And it's up this way. And he should be over here to the left. Excuse me, sorry. Not on this one. This is Van's office, so it's not up here. Maybe it's one down. I never remember where this dude is. As with scientific buildings in real life, all this shit is uniform and hideous. It's not very aesthetically pleasing. Is something wrong? Dr. Balfour, perfect timing. I was just organizing the chemicals here, but I lost the paper with the chemical names written on it. Hey, you. I have something I want you to investigate. Oh! What was that? What was that smoke? You inhaled it, didn't you? This is terrible. Terrible? What's terrible? What the hell was that smoke? I know part of it was phonamine powder, but I don't know what the other chemical was. That means I don't know whether it was harmless or toxic either. Oh dear. Wait a minute, what does that mean? Is it just my imagination? It feels like my chest is starting to hurt. My pulse is quickening. There's definitely a reaction occurring. This is bad. I'm sorry, I never imagined the door would open like that. Are you saying it's my fault? Who cares whose fault it is? Jade, what are we gonna do? I'm afraid I don't have an answer for you. Without determining what the chemical was, there's nothing we can do. The chemical was entirely vaporized. Then let's have a doctor examine the symptoms. I believe Shu was here before. Right, I'll inform everyone about what happened. Was it alright to send him? I doubt it's something that would be contagious. I'm sure it'll be fine. Right now, we need to determine what that chemical was. In the worst case scenario, everyone in this facility could die. At any rate, let's go see Shu fast. Do we have to actually walk there ourselves, or... Oh, cool. Hey, the doctor's not here! Where the heck did he go at a time like this? I'm feeling kind of tired. I think I'm gonna throw up. I feel faint. This is a problem. I actually didn't inhale much myself. Hey, Four Eyes, can't you do something in the place of the doctor? Me? I heard from Dis that you studied as a doctor. Oh, well, to some degree. I specialize in autopsies, so... Whatever, a coroner is still a doctor. Do something. Alright, then. I'll need one of you to become a test subject. Who'll perform that role? Ash will do it. Use me. Yes, it was your idea, after all. Well then, let's begin the examination. I just wanted to put on like this long rubber glove and be like... A cursory examination showed me no noticeable symptoms, so I conducted a blood test, a phonon test, and a sonograph. And? I have a good idea what chemical was mixed in with the phonamine. I've mixed an experimental antidote. May I ask you to try it? Drink this then. Oh, so I guess, well, this is obviously the Doctor costume side quest. Oh no, there's no pulse. Jade! Oh dear, I must have administered too much. It was a costly sacrifice, but this makes for useful data. Jade, you bastard! But now we've learned the appropriate volume of antidote. How can you say that? It was a fairly strong mixture, so if too much is administered, a phonon reaction may cause a temporary death-like state. Was what I was going to explain, but you drank it before I could. Hehehe. Thanks to Dr. Balfour's antidote, no one was hurt. I believe the chemical mixed with the phonamine was atomic ether acid. The resultant smoke likely began breaking down oxygen within the bloodstream. Thank you, I'm sorry for the trouble. I am truly impressed. Your skills extend even into the medical realm. It was no trouble at all. I rarely have the chance to administer injections on living human beings, so I rather enjoyed it. Nothing good happens when I get involved with you people. Hey, where are you going? Didn't you have something to do here? Nothing ever goes smoothly with you people around. I'll come back later. Jade has received the Dr. Mambo title. Something happened? Okay, well, that's not really what I wanted to do. I wanted to talk to Spinoza, but I'll take it, I guess. I thought I missed out on getting this title, but here we are. So is Spinoza in this one or not? No, where the hell is he? Phone Machine Lab 1. Well, let me see if this dude marked it down in his guide. Hopeless Dreamer, no. Where is it? Contamination effect. Enter Phone Machine Lab 1 and find Spinoza from the entrance, north and then west. Oh, it's in the very first one. Okay. And here I thought he was all the way back here for whatever reason. So he's here, according to this. No. Here. Okay, so this is the real entrance. From the entrance, north and then west. What the hell? I can't exit out of here. Hold on. From the entrance, north and then west. So if that's not the entrance, so this must be the entrance down here. Hoy, is it freaking hot in this room. Okay, right here. From the entrance, you go north and then west. So north and then west. Let's see if he was right. Here he is. Okay, his information is good, except some of it is incorrect. Excuse me, I'd like to talk with you about your research. Dr. Balfour, this is a surprise. Yes, I'm sorry to trouble you. The rest of you, please wait outside. I think this may take some time. Yeah, we wouldn't understand it anyway. This has probably happened before you started helping us, but did Ash come here to talk to you? Mostly likely, most likely to ask about the experiments. I don't know what the fuck. Most likely, I think is what it's supposed to say. To ask about the experiments Dis was performing in Ocean Cavern. Yes, he did. It seems he learned at Coral Castle that he and Luke were not merely isophones, but perfect isophones. And thus he wondered if the Cheagles in Ocean Cavern were perfect isophones, just like him. Yes, and he was correct. Based on your theories, Dr. Nace recreated the accident that occurred when Luke was made. He managed to succeed in creating a perfect isophone, but after that the phone machinery broke down and the recreation data was lost. Did Ash ask about the toll on the original when a perfect isophone is born? Yes. Then did you explain the gradual emission effect caused by phonon separation? A technical explanation would be beyond a layman, so I just told him that his physical and phonic strength would gradually decrease as he approached the time of the Big Bang. That may have led him to misunderstand. Misunderstand? Nothing. I've just finally realized the reason behind his reckless behavior, though I imagine it's already too late. Yeah, it's kind of like, if you miss these side quests, it doesn't really explain to you like what happens at the end of the game. Finished already. Luke, in all the research I've performed, I've pretty much never been wrong. What the? Are you bragging? Perhaps, but this time I do hope that the answer I've produced is incorrect. Okay. You have a habit of doing things beyond what I predict, so just maybe. Yeah, so basically what that side quest is telling us is that when Luke was created from Ash, they're perfect copies of each other. Like, Luke is a perfect copy of Ash. And in this world's universe, two things that share the same phonon frequency, identical phonon frequency, can't exist. And so it causes, like, an explosion. Like, it's like antimatter and dark matter, like I said earlier. So basically, Ash was dying since, you know, the moment Luke was born. And eventually they have to occupy the same space in order for them to exist, is what it's saying. But we won't see the whole of that until the end of the game. So we have to enter Eldland first. Oh, we have to go to Cassidonia first. And then we go to Eldred. Because it has to have that final, like, oh, this is it, this is the final dungeon type speech. Who are we supposed to talk to here? Aster? We talk to these dudes? Or what's... Library. Whoops. Is based in Cassidonia, so let's head there. Good day, all. Yes, I suppose it is. Okay, action, action, action. La 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 la. Eldred, huh? Sure is huge. The operation commences in one day. Complete your preparations in the intervening time. Are you already prepared? Yes? Don't be late. I mean, there's nothing else for us to do.
The operation will be tomorrow after we rendezvous with the Allied force.
So we've got today for ourselves?
Yes. Before any deployment, soldiers are given 24 hours of leave to do as they please.
Then let's do that too.
That's fine with me, but please, don't stray very far from Macedonia.
Yes, sir. No problem. Guy, Natalia, come on.
Why do you get to decide?
You're not going anywhere?
No, not really. You?
Nah, Macedonia's in a desert, so... And it still doesn't feel real, you know? That tomorrow's the final battle.
It's not the real
Then
final
would you two
battle.
join me for a little while?
Oh.
Two.
Not
Sure.
you.
We'll all go together.
I wouldn't mind being a throuple with you, Noel. I'm worried about Master. Get in here, you little cock blocker.
Looks like you're waiting for someone to show up.
You know he's not, right?
I'm afraid
He
there's
hates
little
you.
hope of that.
Ash hated replicas. That gave him purpose. He lost that the moment Luke stood on his own. I don't think he'll show. The next time he does,
Will be when they fight. But why do they have to fight?
it's not to hurt each other. It's to settle who they are. To recognize that they're two different people now.
I wonder what I should do when that happens.
If you really care about both of them, then just accept the result.
Will you?
Well, that's what friends do, right?
Ash is your friend too?
I've put my past behind me as best I can. I think that's what Ash is trying to do now. When that happens, he will no longer be the son of my enemy, and I no longer his servant. We'll start over as Ash and Gylardia, just two people. I bet he's a pretty fun guy, without all his baggage.
You're so mature. I don't know. I just...
You see Luke as your friend, right?
Yes.
Then that's enough for now. Once everything's settled, go with what you feel.
You're right. Some answers won't come, no matter how much you think.
You don't even know if they like you in that way. So why would it matter? I guess you're right, I just assumed.
Are you drinking, Colonel?
I would have preferred somewhere a bit nicer than this, but weren't you going to enjoy your free time, Alice?
I wanted to give Tyr some time.
That may have been cruel in its own way.
Colonel, you're hiding something, aren't you?
No, of course not.
Oh, well. What are you going to do after we defeat Commandant Grants?
I'm a soldier. I'll return to my life in the military. But
But
I've been thinking about starting Famicry research anew once I return, to raise replicas to a status of something more than mere substitutes.
yeah, please do. I think that would make Ion happy.
You're going to reform the Order, aren't you?
You noticed, huh? I'm giving up on marrying into money. I'm going to be the first female phone master.
You can't just decide that, kid.
Excellent. But I think now it's about time you return to the inn.
Hey, you're going to stay here drinking, aren't you?
This is grown-up time now. Time for children to go to bed.
Boo, Mimi.
Anis, there's really nothing for you to do here. Just leave.
I'm worried about Master.
No, you're staying here with me.
Meow.
I'm gonna fucking explode.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. I hope my body holds together until then.
It will.
Tyr.
Tomorrow, and the day after, and on and on.
Tyr.
We've only known each other for a year, but I guess
What is it?
you somehow grew really attached to me.
Never mind.
You're weird.
I am not. I just... Thanks.
What's with you all of a sudden?
You watched me this whole time, just like you promised.
You idiot, I'm going to keep on watching you too.
You're the idiot. I'm going to disappear.
You just see her like living in a graveyard her entire life. Still watching you, Luke.
It's okay.
It's
I'm
weird.
used to losing everything in my
I'm
life.
happy right now.
Nah, it's a good ending. It's a good ending.
I have friends, and you. I can finally think of myself as me. This is probably the happiest moment of my life.
What?
I mean, I wish I could think it wouldn't be.
But it is. I mean, it'll all be fine in the end. With as dark and heavy as this story is, I don't think they could let it go down like that.
The operation begins at noon. Our ships will be deployed in the Central Ocean and Hispanian Peninsula.
Give me 1 second. Quick 10-minute break.